Yes, here. Can you confirm if you can see the presentation that I have shown on the?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir. You can start.
Good morning. My name is Raghav Sharma. I am Deputy Commissioner UNA. This is an initiative UNA Super 50, which I'm going to present before the jury here today. Just give me a second. I'm not able to move the. Yes. UNA Super 50 is a initiative which we have taken in Una district of Himachal, feeling the need that there are students in our government schools who are very meritorious, and they aspire to go out of these areas and join the institutions of national importance like AIIMS, IITs, NITs, or medical colleges, but they don't have the guided supervision or coaching available in these areas. There are a couple of problems that the faculty which is available for these coaching programs do not want to be here in Una because it's a rural district of Himachal on the border of Punjab. The students here who study in government schools, we know, are from poor families, and they don't have the financial strength to really go out and study in places where these coaching institutions are located. So there was a gap which was there here, and there was no scheme of the government which was there. So in 2019, on the pattern of the Super 30 program, which runs for the IITs from the state of Bihar, we started the Una Super 50 program to fill this need and to provide the coaching assistance to students of the government schools who are studying here in Una. So there were, as I said, the problems were fourfold. There was a financial barrier because good quality coaching today is very essential for providing a guided supervision. These exams are highly competitive, and you need to know the competition with which you are going to be faced with, and the quality material which you have to study and how you have to prepare, and problem solution has to be there. So good quality coaching is only accessible to financially well-off families. Secondly, there was lack of funding under government schemes to create such kind of program and to raise the aspiration for meritorious students in this district. Thirdly, there was a geographical barrier. As I said, the lack of good coaching avenues was there because the best of the faculties are really there in the metros or the areas like Kota, where there is an ecosystem for coaching for these institutions. And there was also a lack of exposure for these national institutions in government schools of rural areas. When we started with the program and interacted with the students, then it showed that most of them were not even aware that these avenues are open to them, and they can also aspire and prepare for them. So Una Super 50, when it was conceptualized, we had the support of the public representatives here, especially the minister was taken into confidence, the local minister from the district. And we started the program by first selecting a coaching institute with a credible track record. We did an open competitive process, and the track record of selection of this institute was one of the criteria, those who participated in the process. And EduSquare is one of the coaching partners which was selected in 2019 through this process. We created a fund here in the district. We created a society called the District Sports and Education Society. And we created a corpus here by taking funds from the Zilla Parishad. This proposal was laid down before the Zilla Parishad, which is the highest panchayat level body in the district. They gave us fund, and there's a charitable program run by the Mata Chintapurni temple here, which has been overtaken by the government, and they provide funding for educational institutes, education initiatives, and we took funding from both these sources. And a hybrid class approach was devised for this program. What I mean by hybrid class approach was the faculty is not located here. We created 3 smart classrooms all across the district with the two-way audio video facility. and the students were supposed to stay after the school was over for a coaching session every day. A program coordinator was appointed by the coaching institute, and the program coordinator was stationed here in the physical classroom to supervise the learning, and the faculty were connected from remote locations, and they taught these students. So as I said, 3 locations were chosen so that the students don't have to travel much. The selection, one of the criteria for selection of these students, how did we select the Super 50 was a test was taken for all government school students studying in class 11th. When they just entered class 11th, this test was taken, and 50 of the best of them who gave the test physically, then these were the pre-COVID times, they gave the test physically and got selected based on the performance in that test. So it was based on that. Later, we have modified it to give weightage also to their 10th class scores also, in order to balance out that the whole thing should not depend on only one test and one day's performance of the student. So today, as it stands, there are 3 batches of this program. 2019, 21 have already done very well. I'll show in the later presentation part. 2020-21 is studying, 21-23 has also started this year. So these were the couple of challenges that we initially faced, that these students were not exposed to these kind of programs. It was a new thing. It was the first thing to be done in the state also. So to convince the parents and students to invest their time in the coaching program was a big thing. We roped in the public representatives of the local areas, the principals, and the diet, which is the training center for teachers in the district, was roped in so that we can convince the teachers and through them the parents and the students to participate in this program. One of the challenges that we later faced was some of the students after selection, since COVID came and then entire thing shifted to online learning. We could not in 2020 and partially in 21 continue with the physical classes, so they started dropping out. Because this entire program was also free of cost for them. The 50 students who were selected were not supposed to pay any cost to join this program. So we also felt that this was also one of the factors behind COVID. COVID also interrupted our physical classes and reduced the peer-to-peer learning which takes place in class settings. And the fund from government schemes was not available even after this program started. So we continued with our initial approach of pulling in the funds from Zilla Parishad and Temple Trust. These are the innovative aspects of the program, as we believe that it converges funds from 2 different schemes to create a corpus for this program. It's running well. There are dedicated physical classrooms which have been created at 3 locations with infrastructure to provide the online classes, hybrid class approach. This year, what we have done, since COVID interrupted our physical classes, and we faced some problem in 2020 because we were not able to measure how much of the students' engagement was there with this program. So we started in 2021. We have given them Samsung tabs with uploaded software from the coaching partner, and now they have been given an integrated internet connectivity also in those tablets. And now we are able to see how much they are engaged with the content, whether they are attending classes. That whole metrics can now be done, and to overcome this problem of closing and opening which is happening because of COVID-19. As I said, that the program is one of its kind in the state. It has now been replicated in 2 of the districts. Mandi district and Kangra district have also started this using Red Cross funds. Still, it remains a local initiative taken by the DCs themselves in different districts. And this year, in order to overcome the feedback that we had, that the program is free and that's why people may have some disinterest and drop out, we have made it to generate this ownership. We have asked them to give 20% of the fees from this side this time, so that both the parents and the students don't think that it is a freebie, and they stay invested, because we don't know how long this online learning will go on. and the supervision then will then have to be less, because they will stay invested, because they are paying a part of the fee for the program also. So outcome is here.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sorry to interrupt you. I request you to please conclude the presentation in rest 2 minutes, sir.
Okay. So this is the result of the first batch. The 5 of our students on the first batch have been selected for the NIT Hamirpur through Z Mains program. The rest of the 2 batches are a mix of IIT and NEET. So this year we will be taking the NEET exam also. There was a plan to scale UNA Super 50 to UNA Super 100, but because of COVID, we could not do it, and the rest of the batches have less than 100 students. But we are trying that we should scale it up to UNA Super 100. So 5 students have been selected. These are the outcomes which are there. The confidence levels have now been built up, and the aspirations are there. A lot of people want to participate in this program, and it has been successful in those terms. And we are planning to include CLAT also from the next batch of this program. And once the physical thing resumes, then more of the infrastructure will be created in different parts of the district. So because the physical learning is what we believe is the way forward once the pandemic ends. These are some of the photographs of students taking classes. This is how the class was run, with the teacher teaching them from remote location. These are testimonials of the program, which I have included if anybody wants to have a look with the students who have been selected. And this is the minister's testimonial. He has been very kind enough, been involved, and this is the reason why we have been able to continue the financing of this program throughout its term for 3 batches. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jury members.
I think it's an excellent initiative taken in UNA district. We really appreciate that, because that is what is needed for people, for students from the remote areas. I myself have gone through these processes, and I know how difficult it is. So it's a good idea you have done, but only one suggestion is there.
So
I see you should get some good feedback, no? Maybe from a third party assessment as to how students are taking this initiative, what changes they will like to make, if at all any changes is required. So that will go a long way in improving your strategies and systems. Thanks.
yes, sir. So we had this interaction with the students ourselves. I do it myself also. The DCs, earlier DCs have been doing, and the tab has come this year because of that feedback only, because they were facing this problem of staying connected with the program on their own through phones and all. But we will certainly like to do a third party evaluation also to find out if the other 2 batches are also doing as well as the first batch is done.
Yeah, that's good. And I agree with you. Freebies should not be there, because if something is free, nobody is interested. So first thing is you should value this. Let them contribute even a little amount, doesn't matter.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sharma sir,
You can even think of reimbursing them if they succeed, no? Those of them who get selected, maybe you reimburse their expenses, if at all they have paid any fee and all that.
Yes, sir, that component is there. Those who succeed will refund the 20% that we have right now. We'll give them back. That's there in the program, sir.
Thank you.
Sharma sir, excellent project. In fact, I appreciate this initiative very much, because education is the only thing which can bring disruption, change in life. Sometimes you see such competitive exams require 2-3 attempts. So
Yes,
what happens if the student does not succeed in first and succeed in second and third? What is your support mechanism in such a case?
So right now for the program, we only have the coaching partner support till the first attempt. After that, we don't have any mechanism for supporting subsequent attempts of students for these classes, because we think over 2 years, once the student has taken coaching, he is groomed enough for this program. And the first time he is handholded through the entire process of the program, G Mains, G Advanced, NEET also. So we believe that he is now familiar with how to fill the forms, where to go, what to attempt, and what to study for it. And the entire course material is already provided to them, sir.
So means he has to be make effort on his own for subsequent attempts. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have raised his level enough. We think that now he should be able to compete with the best of the best once he had the coaching opportunity and exposure.
Thank you, sir.